So we are going live just a few seconds early today. Welcome to Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellness and Healing Practices, as well as Wellside Retreats. Um, One is a retreat business, the other is a practitioner's business, where we talk about practicing wellness and healing. Journaling is a wellness practice that can be a healing method for you if you are drawn to uh, that activity. And today we will be doing some journaling. If this is the first time that you have um, basically seen this channel or even journaled, um, we I invite you, the community of journalers, invite you to stick around and spend some time downloading what's on your heart, your mind, your spirit. And you can do that with simply getting a piece of paper, a pen, pencil, um, whatever form of medium you'd like to use. Um, and we'll be spending time in free flow journaling, which is something similar to stream of consciousness, where you speak out what comes to your mind, or even somewhat of a an ad lib. You just add on to what what's on your mind and what's in your on your heart. Um, and if you don't find that while you're journaling, you want to continue writing for 15 minutes, I've shortened it from 20 to 15 minutes. And that's not, that's something that you can't do or it's not comfortable. This space is also um, a quiet space. If you can find a quiet room, a quiet time, even if you have to watch some replay, to spend in meditation or prayer. So, um, yeah, I open this up to anyone who wants quiet time to spend with themselves in prayer or meditation. Um, and I hope that you'll find it a peaceful time for you. It is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in the United States. It is 12:33 right now uh, in Europe, in Portugal, and whatever time of day um, you decide that you want to find some peace and get closer to yourself, closer to your spirit or your soul. Um, that is the right time for you. There's no right or wrong time. It just is. Um, and it is a time to be intentional about what you want to get from this quiet time, spending it in community, but practicing this for yourself. So I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good day to Sabani. Great to see you here, Sabani. Great to have you here. And Dr. Donna, good day to you. Great to have you guys with me today. I um, I was out on Thursday, meaning I did not record anything. I did take a lot of pictures this weekend, though, as I had my family member, my daughter, come to visit. And so there was no journal with me session. Kim S., good morning to you. uh, Good to see you here. I'm laughing because I have a sister named Kim S., and I don't know if this is her or not, but Kim S., welcome to Journal with Me. um, and journal in community together. So let's do what we do here, and that is check in with yourself. You can check in by basically kind of asking yourself, how am I feeling? How am I doing? Um, and if you're feeling great, acknowledge that greatness, that great feeling. But you want to also check in with your body. It's great to check in with your soul, your spirit, your emotions. But how's your body doing? How's your your neck, the back of your neck doing? Did you sleep well? Did something not feel so good uh, over the weekend? How's your lower back? How's your stomach? How are you doing? That is checking in with yourself, and you can scan from your head to your toe, or your toes up to your head. When you scan, you want to make sure that you spend some time. You may not have enough time. You can spend the time, yeah, spend the time right now, but it takes some time to scan fully your body. Um, when doing so, you want um, to counteract the feeling. So I'll just give you one little tip. So if you are, um, scanning your body, make sure that you are sitting on the floor is a good place, or in your bed, and you want to cause some tension. You want to maybe crunch up your toes a little bit and then release, and see how that tension was. Was that difficult? Did it cause any pain? Or was the release really good? And then you move on to your shins, let's say. You go up to your knees, on up to your thighs and hips, and moving up through the torso, arms and neck, throat, the décolleté area. How are you doing? Is it easy for you to breathe? That's scanning the body. If you've noticed that you've had some type of irritation or pain in your skin, our skin is a major organ. How's your skin doing? You may have been sunburned. Who knows what that feeling, that tingling is on the skin? You have dry skin. Once you check in with yourself, then maybe go a little deeper and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What could it be that's making me feel this way? It's a great way of truly becoming self-aware, observant of yourself. Um, yeah, we sometimes don't check in enough with ourselves. We move about and keep going, and don't take the time to recognize what might be different, right? We focus a lot of times on the difference in our emotions. We focus in on how others might make us feel instead of how we might make ourselves feel, right? So ask the question. Be introspective about yourself, for yourself, right? Um, and get to know you. It's never too late, because we change, right? We change. Um, and if you're a seasoned, mature, spicy woman, 50 and over, you know how you change, have changed, are changing, are growing. Um, yeah. So we do all of these things before we actually get in touch with ourselves through our writing, through our thoughts, through our meditation. And when we meditate, you really want to spend time with uh, getting peaceful and not allowing our mind to race so that you can. Meditation is actually an energetic process. And what makes it energetic is that we allow ourselves to stop the monkey mind a little bit. Your mind never stops racing or stops thinking. But if we focus in on our breath or our heartbeat, um, our pulse, by placing our hands on our chest, right? Or just spending time in recognition of our breath, the inhalation and exhalation, right? Our lungs being in concert, in alignment with what is moving, right? In our inside of us, the beautiful gifts of our organs inside of us, our heart, our pulse, right? So that's how we get started before we get journaling, right? We check in, we ask ourselves how we're doing, we spend the time to get close to ourselves even further before we even start the journaling. Good morning, Deborah Ricks. Good to see you down there in PDC. Great to have you spend some morning time with me. It's afternoon with me, actually. It's it's Botard right now. It's good afternoon for me. So let's get started. We're gonna really spend 15 minutes writing or journaling or in meditation. And before we get going, let's do this. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths to calm us even further if we are rushing around getting our journals, our pens, pencils, right? I take off my glasses when I do this and I close my eyes. You can actually turn off the camera if you want and just listen, or you can lower your gaze by looking down at the floor, down your nose, right? Spending time just looking inward, right? You can place your hand on your heart or hands on your heart if you feel more comfortable in the receiving position, opening your hands and placing them on your knees, making sure that you are sitting up straight, comfortably, not rigid. Let's do this by first recognizing our natural breathing pattern, our natural breath, our signature breath that may have changed over time, but it's still our breath, our beautiful breath, each individual collectively, our community's breath, as well as our individual breath. We'll be inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. If you'd like, you can hold the breath at the top after you inhale for 2 to 3 seconds. And then when you exhale, you want to emote. You want to make a sigh. You want to get it all out, growling, whatever you choose to do, emoting. And let's begin with inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Let's inhale through the nose one more time. Inhaling. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Now coming back to your natural breath. Getting back to its natural rhythm. Taking the time to set our intentions also for today's journaling session. What is it that you want to achieve today? Whether it be journaling and prayer or meditation. Slowly and gently open your eyes, blinking, looking around for familiarity. Also raising your gaze, right? Okay. Now I have to put my glasses back on so I can see. Yes. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate you. I received that. Looking so well. Thank you. Good to see you, Catherine Mohammed. So I have my journal here and a pen, simple instruments, or tear a page out of a notebook, whatever you have. We'll be using the Insight Timer sound bowls. And if you're not familiar with Insight Timer's it's a meditation app. It's they have courses on wellness, and yeah, it's a one-stop shop for meditation apps, including their original sound bowls that you can find as the timers, right? That's why they call it Insight Timer. And there are different uh, sounds to get you started, and then to end your practice of meditation, or in this case, we could be meditating if that is in fact what you'd like to do, but also spending time in journaling. So we start with the Ambu sound bowl. It's a bigger bowl. It's got a little bit more bass, not the heavy bass of a gong, but it is a nice starting bell. You'll hear it twice. At the end of 15 minutes, you'll hear the Sakya sound bowl, and that will end the 15 minutes. So I wish you a happy journaling, meditation, or prayer session for this next 15 minutes. And I'll see you afterwards. See you, hear you, so to speak, hear you through the comments, and any reflections afterwards. All right, let's get started. All right. Well, we have come to the end of the 15 minutes, and you can put me in the background, put me on mute, whatever, or lower the volume if you'd like to continue writing, meditate, or continue meditation or prayer. That is perfectly fine. Glad to provide a quiet space for you to do that. Um, and if you need to go, um, I wish you a great day. So this is time normally I'm in the reflection of basically what I wrote or what I've been thinking about. Um, and please feel free to add if you'd like, make comments about yourself or whatever is on your mind, what's on your heart. I will say that looked over the last few weeks. It's already October 15th, but within the last few weeks, I'm going to say maybe 4 weeks, has been pretty busy for me. And good, very, very good and great and loving, lovingly spending good time being busy, and didn't think that I would be as busy early on in my journey here to a new country. I thought I would be busy with, the ongoing bureaucracy of getting, residency, which um, took took place really at the early days and weeks that I arrived, but slowly has decreased. I mean, has declined. Yeah, I'm not so busy with all of that, but really socially, I would say I attended a writing retreat, which was an amazing um, activity where I went to another part of Portugal and met new people. I came back after that and had been invited to a beautiful 60th birthday party, um, which was just great, um, and very very stylish and heartwarming, and it was a beautiful birthday party. Food was good, had a great time. And then after that, I had a visitor. The week after that, a visitor from from Paris, right? And very busy weekend. And then my daughter arrived this past weekend, and that was I would say the cherry on top of all the activity that I had, because she in fact was busy working. She had flew in from London where she was working, and then um, took the time to come and visit me, and it was her first time in Portugal. So that was really a treat. And she, I say she's my daughter, but my daughter is in her late 20s, and we had fun together. We normally do have fun when we're together, but this was different because we were in a different place and space. So I was able to share some places and spaces with her that I enjoy. Um, have become kind of like my spots, so to speak. And then I decided, I was going to do something new every day that she was here that I had not experienced. So both of us could experience the newness together. So we had a great time. And it's amazing how when you haven't seen your family for a while, we hadn't seen each other in 3 months, because I officially have been here for 3 months as of the 10th of October. So I hadn't seen her in a little over, yeah, three months. And we had the greatest time. And you don't know what you miss until you miss it, right? And being around her, her energy, her perspectives, um, it's just really good. And it's someone that you've been with for a long, long time. So you know this person intimately. So and we shared this. I'm going to say my tiny apartment, my European size apartment, one bed T1 apartment, one bedroom apartment. It's been it was a great weekend, and I immediately missed her as because I picked her up from the airport, and then I took her to the airport. We went to the airport together, and to see her off. So that was really good. And so now I'm uh, back to being here, not alone, but not with visitors. I actually had kind of a surprise visit by two women who I met online, because that seems like the interesting way of I've been meeting people. But an old friend of mine from California mentioned that she had a friend, me, in Portugal. And this woman said, "Oh, really? I'm going to Portugal. Maybe, I can friend her." So that's what happened. And they came, she invited another friend to come and meet me and to see Porto. So we met for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, as they were scouting Porto. They had come from Lisbon, and then we're going to go back to Lisbon and continue their travels. And that was really a treat because they are women over 60 actually, and spent or trying to find possibly new places to live. And in their hunt were is uh, let's see what places: Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Italy, Spain, and Portugal. So they're scouting around and thought that, I would have some insight on Porto. And they actually liked what they saw of Porto. They hadn't seen much, but they did see the city center and some of the outskirts, and I filled them in on other places. So that was really good. And it's just been good to meet new people who are thinking about the same things, retiring, um, um, you know, a second maybe career that they've dreamt of doing um, outside of their normal work or not, um, potentially dating. Um, these are women who have experienced a life of marriage and now divorced and are exploring new things for their lives. So that was a really great meetup this weekend, and I was able to take my daughter with me to meet them, and so it was good. I had a great time doing new things with new people, with a family member, and I'm going to say this last month has been full of surprises for me, along with surprises, interacting with others. So it's been really good. Um, okay. I'm the one who bought the folding chair mug. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Very good. Thank you, Kim, for identifying identifying yourself, because I definitely have a sister who has the same first name and second and last initial as S. Thank you. Great to have you here. Yeah, thanks for joining us this morning. Dr. Donna says, I thought I was going to meditate, but instead did find a mind dump telling the universe what I wanted. I feel a peace. Oh, okay, very good, Dr. Donna. That's a mind dump. Interesting. Yeah. So but you instead did a mind up telling the universe what I wanted. Very good. Yeah, I have a friend who I met on one of my retreats, who asks the universe, asks God for what she wants, and she gets it. So keep on, and you never know when you're going to get it, but she does that, and she said, I asked God for this and I got it the other day. It's like it's it's a beautiful thing. So Dr. Donna, go forth, keep asking, right? Or telling. Yeah. It's all for us. We just don't know that it's coming. And if it doesn't come, we're not supposed to have it. But yes, I was moved to count my blessings. Gratitude journal entry this morning. Great, that's awesome. Yes, gratitude, powerful, right? Isn't it some powerful stuff? Yes, I love that's an energetic practice also. If you are feeling down and out or feeling like, you just don't, things are not working out for you, I want to encourage you to sit down and write out some blessings. Um, and that will change uh, your mind, right? About how you're doing. It's really something. It will pick you up, I will say. It was so wonderful when our children take the extra effort and time to come and see us abroad. It is, Abba. It really is, no matter where you are, but this was special. This was really wonderful. It was, intentional, setting her mind to, the dates, and she did all of this herself. She says, "This is when I can come, and this is how long I can stay," and you know, yeah, it was wonderful. Um, and she says, "I might have to do a couple things for work, but I have most time." And she just had a little times where she had to do some work, but she actually was given the time by her employer, and she was pleased to let me know about her great trip in London. So yeah, it all worked out well. But yeah, extra effort. That's right, and time to come and see us. Yes, to see their family. Their parents. So it was wonderful. Um, Deborah, two of my prayers have just been answered miraculously. Isn't that amazing, Deborah? How that happens? Yes, my friend. I know you know about the power of prayer. And I'm happy. The miracles. I was just talking with one of the women who came from Paris, who's experiencing miracles upon miracles. Just, I call it raining. It's like, the universe just rains. All you have to do is just be still, and it just like comes. And that's what her experience has been. Um, Not having to push or pull or move, or just being, because she was doing all of that, and nothing was showing up until she made a little movement and said, "You know what, I think I'm gonna pivot," and then everything started happening, right? And it was because she got still about herself, for herself. Yeah. And yeah, so I'm happy to hear about miracles. I believe in them. Sabani, I attended the Exodus Summit this weekend. It was amazing. I saw how great the number of speakers and the topics of discussion. It was amazing. I journal about the next steps I plan to take from what I learned. I am refocused and re-energized. New motivation. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, with the number of speakers and the experience that others have had, to be able to convey that to you at Exodus Summit, I'm sure that you can't walk. You have to walk away with motivation, Savani. Um, it was well planned and thought of. I know. Um, Stephanie Perry and Rashida Dow to do great work in motivating um, their the participants who attend Exodus Summit, and that is how I'm going to give them some credit for helping me move, along with Adelia Borshade, really allowing me to find the courage that I had within myself to take what I learned through Exodus Summit to make the moves. Because, once you learn something and you apply it, and you decide that you're going to take a leap, um, and to do it and get that motivation, yes. Um, I'm glad that you were able to attend um, Exodus Summit. Yes, Deborah, we really do get to design our lives. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And I can remember when you were designing your life, the change. It was awesome to see you do it. Deborah M. Ricks and I go back for a long time. And yeah, we went through professional school together, and Deborah also set things in motion for herself, um, and did all the things. Yeah. Guess who just got you, Deborah Ricks? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. I know it's you. Oh, that's beautiful. Uh, yeah, Dr. Donna, you you attended Exodus this weekend. Very good. Awesome. Yes, it was wonderful. One of my miracles is I got in. Let me see if I can make this come up. I just got into a relationship with an amazing man. That's wonderful, Deborah. I'm happy for you. And yes, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to introduce everybody I know who needs or wants to change to find the people who I believe can help you through. And that was Stephanie Perry for me. Without Stephanie Perry, I'd probably be on Facebook Live doing live videos, but now I'm doing YouTube videos. And yes, I did introduce you to Stephanie Perry, and I'm glad I did. I'm so glad that I did. It was great. Um, yeah. So I'm glad that you all attended the Exodus Summit. It was good for me. And I did all the things, from scouting to a sabbatical to uh, moving abroad to leaving my job. I was like, I can do all of this stuff. I can do this, and you can too. All the things. To house sitting. In fact, it was funny. I met someone here who lives here, has been here for a number of years, and from the States. And we met for coffee, and she has a dog. And I said, I've been thinking about potentially getting a dog, uh, and she said, yeah, you should. I think you should get a dog. You're here in a new place, and you want companionship, or you want somebody to be home, maybe keep you busy, going out on walks. And I said, yeah, maybe. And she says, yeah, well, I have a dog sitter, a dog and a house sitter. I said, really? She said, yeah, I use trusted house sitters. I thought to myself, oh my God. I said, well, I'm a trusted house sitter in case you need to go away. I mean, I am prepared. Between Vicarious, Exodus Summit, Burnout to Bliss, I have graduated, and I'm a good student. I'm a great student. I had the best of coaching from Stephanie Perry, Rashida Dow, and Adelia Borashade. I'm a great student. So, and I started in 2020, if not before 2019, 2020. So I encourage you to take the information that you have received and move with it. Move. Don't sit. Don't sit still on it. Take the actions. Um, take the actions that they have. all of the speakers, because there were more. I think I'm not sure if there are more speakers this year than last year or not, but take take to heart everything that fits you, right? And if you need coaching from any of those people, to get it, right? Um, who are speaking, get that coaching for yourself and find out what works for you. And so, um, yes, yeah, Deborah, I did the damn thing. Slowly, steady, methodically. I followed. I designed it for myself. And did I have a roadblock block or two? Yeah, absolutely. That had nothing to do with them. It was, sometimes we have our journeys have are full with, you know, roadblocks or problems. I had to work my way. When I thought that I should make my exit, yeah, it was somebody, the universe was like, nah, you need to take care of some business before you do that. And then I made some missteps, right? And those missteps, we don't here at Journal with Me at Kathy Hampton Wellness, we don't make mistakes. We learn from things that are missteps, or we in other words, we can make a mistake, but it's not failure. That's correctly, that's the way I see it. We learn from these missteps, and that's what I did, which detained me because I thought I was supposed to be here about 2 years ago, before some of the tax laws were changing. But when things happen, it's amazing how things started happening. And as I said, rain, when like true rain, things start to happen, and you are abundantly blessed, miraculously blessed, when things are supposed to happen. And yeah, they happen. Abba, yes. My life is new because of Stephanie Rashida and Delia. Yes, absolutely. They put in they have helped so many women, including me, move through. Um, and it requires movement, and their energetic spirits have allowed. I like to see people take action, and move. I think that's, what I saw within them, is that they want they want us to move forward. Yes, yes, Abba, we course correct. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you have, you know, some things that are in the way, or whatever. So you take a different route, or you pivot, or you move. You can change your mind. You can, but whatever you do, if you decide that your why and your reason for making, the exit for yourself, right? And you have to feel good about what you're doing. So take some time to think about it, and methodically, as Deborah said, make it happen. I had, I Deborah states that, slowly, methodically, and she's right. And the reason why I think I was probably, slow, in my actions, um, what I consider to be slow comparatively to some women who just, went off and did the thing, um, was because, in the past, I was very impulsive. And my impulsivity, I'm going to say, not got me into trouble, but caused, there's a cause and effect, caused me not to think things through and just jump on it and move with it, and not feel I did it out of, I would say, I've done things out of just thinking that I have to do it. Like I had no time to think. It was like something that just energetically spurred me onto it without thought. And I decided, you know what? I've learned lessons based on that, on those mistakes, that I would no longer just do something quickly without thinking about it. And whether it be, having a financial plan together or having the resources and thinking, oh, I'll just do this now and then I'll get the resources later. I'll do this later when this happens, or thinking that, you know, um, just, out of the box, boom, boom, boom. I had so many changes during the time of my introduction to the possibility of moving abroad and my reasons why. Behind the scenes, I had gone through lots of personal and professional changes, like life changes. And I had a lot going on that had to be settled, so that I wasn't impulsively harming myself, right? Because yeah, it was a lot, but I'm so glad that I did what I did. I kept on moving one step at a time. And Dr. Donna says right here, yes, take action. Kathy, I learned that from you. Stephanie and Rashida are the dynamic duo. So grateful to know all of you. Yes, 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 Dr. Donna. Got to take the actions. One thing I knew, I've been a very active person. In fact, um, Deborah, Deborah is talking about companionship. That companionship, and I'm just going to say financial sustainability will always be on the list, on my to-do list. The other things I've crossed off. I have two major things that are on the list still that I want, and I have to continue to take action toward them. Um, Financial sustainability, or keeping yourself, together financially. I consider that being an ongoing thing, right? That's something, you just don't sit back and to me, um, for those who have other plans and are set for life, that's a whole different story. But for me, I believe that um, keeping myself sustainable will require financially sustainable and up on board will, you have to pay bills monthly. The tax man never goes away, all of that stuff, right? But companionship is something that you don't just sit back if that is a priority for you to have companionship or a relationship. Um, someone that you want to spend time with. Um, that is something that is ongoing and then also requires you to take action. You can't just sit back and think that it's going to happen, because you have to put in the work for either of those things. And uh, there are the two ladies that I mentioned who came to scout out Porto. We made, and basically one is 70 years old, and she so inspired me. about relationships or companionship. Um, you know, she was happy to tell me how to manifest a boyfriend because she actually has a boyfriend, at 70, and is, looking forward to spending time traveling with this person, not necessarily getting married or anything, but, spending time with someone that she's interested in. So I'm happy to hear your miraculous story, Deborah. Um, and this is interesting. Sometimes there are signs and signals that things might just be turning for you. You never know, whether it be moving abroad, um, changing, your life work, or your, work of interest, I should say. Or traveling in general, whatever I did a video on the tips, for pre-retirement, and one of those things were to, you know make sure that you have something that you want to do, that you've put on the shelf, finding a hobby, whatever that is. If you do want to change jobs and continue working, to start learning about different things that you can do with the skill set that you have. Um, but keep moving, keep moving. Um, Over this past weekend, when my daughter and I were out and about, she noticed how many, um, what she considered elderly people, how many elderly people, older people, citizens, were walking around like it was nothing, walking up hills, holding two, and couples here in Portugal. You'll find couples holding hands and walking together throughout the neighborhood, whether that be shopping, going out to dinner. We saw them coming in and out of restaurants. We were in restaurants with these older couples, walking along the beach, and she said, Mom, there's so many. Oh, she said, you just got to keep on moving, right? She said, you got to keep on moving. I think that's the secret. And she's thinking about her grandparents who aren't moving so much anymore at their ages. She's blessed to have them, but she knows that they are not moving like these people are moving. She says, Mom, just keep moving. Please, just keep moving. And I said, I'm going to keep on moving. You don't have to worry about me. I do that on a regular basis. On a regular basis. Um, yes. Oh, there's more people I didn't see here who came in. Empowered Living 70 plus. Okay. Very good. This is so true. Feel good about what you are doing and understanding your why. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes it takes us looking at what we do to determine which direction to go in. Yes, indeed. Thank you for joining us. Empowered Living 70 Plus. Beautiful. Good morning, Nicole. Good to see you here. Absolutely, Deborah. The universe rewards us for taking action in service of our wildest dreams. Absolutely. I like how you put that, sis. The universe rewards us for taking action in service of our wildest dreams. Yes. Yes. So yeah, each step that these people were out in public taking, you know, it wasn't even as if they were hesitating, at the bottom of the hill. They just kept ascending, right? And I was like, this is beautiful. And yeah, my daughter was so pleased to see that and know. She says, I think you're right where you need to be right now. You don't need to be home right now. And I think that is absolutely right. As we age, brain development, experience, and emotional control improve, helping us manage impulses better and make more thoughtful long-term decisions. Yes. So yeah, if we keep moving and our brains keep doing, getting, oxygen, and our blood is circulating, and there's such good things to come with all of that. Um, yes, yes, indeed. Now, Abba, let's see. We're yes, age and time brought me wisdom and cooled that impulsivity. That's right, Abba. Yeah, the Gemini being somewhat impulsive. Yes, actually, that is so true. Yeah, wisdom. Yeah, it's had to. Yeah, cool us off. Right. Yeah. The work that I did was around loving being single and then embracing vulnerability. Yes, Deborah. Deborah, are you writing about this, or are you on YouTube? I don't think that you are, but you have a lot of great information that people might need to hear. Yeah, loving yourself, and that's why it hasn't been a priority for me, because I'm still in the process of healing for myself. I know that healing for me, um you know healing for me means that I will be a better person for whoever comes around the corner. If I have myself, what I consider together, you know and can shine, and someone can see my light for who I am as a companion, and I think that will happen for me also. But also opening up and embracing my vulnerability. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, people outside the US tend to be healthier. Yeah, the food here is good. I got off the plane 3 months ago, and the air was different. Um, I don't, yeah, the air was different to me. I drank water and I had a small meal when I got here. I went and got a few things to eat, but I didn't feel inflamed. I did not feel like it, how you get, does anyone know, how their hands and their feet might feel from inflammation? Well, I experienced that quite often, on and off, and it is not happening here. My daughter was surprised at how I looked different and how my clothes were fitting on me. Um, and it's not. I don't weigh myself. I just know how I breathe differently, right? So things are happening for me in good ways. Now, that doesn't mean that you pack your bag and you move out of the country, but it's a difference that you should know about. Um, I think that you could probably find that somewhere in some rural setting in the United States, or some other country. It doesn't have to be Portugal, but you do have to know that the food is there are less additives, chemicals. You can feel that in Mexico, as well. The food is fresh. It's good eating. The air may be different, So it's really important for you to at least have the knowledge about these things. Yeah, she sees how you have glowed up since moving abroad. Yeah, she really does. It's a good thing, and people who know you and want the best for you, no matter if you have moved away, uh, or not, they know. One thing she did say was that she was happy that I am happy. She can see that I am happy. It's subtle. It's not, I'm like screaming like a banshee up and down the streets or anything. It's just this, it's the subtleness. I guess she sees that I'm more maybe peaceful in my conversation, that I'm more maybe I'm even more positive. I don't know. She does get on me because I still have this habit sometimes of discounting myself. Not as much as I used to, but um, so she is pleased with my progress, and that's all that matters. It really does. So it's all a good thing. Um, Nicole says, my inflammation definitely goes away when I leave the US. It's like magic. Truly amazing. Yes, it is. It is like magic. The food, yes, Deborah, the food, the sun, the water are reasons I love Mexico so much. Yes. And I it is. It's a wonderful thing when you have things that are nourishing you, right? Nutritious for you, nurturing you. You know, I went to two beaches while my daughter was here, so she can see where I kind of like to hang out and why I do that. And I don't have I did stick my feet in the cold water. It's cold here, but I don't even have to do that. The sound, the sight, the sun seems really bright. It is pretty intense. Um, the sun setting um, eh, near the water. All of it is magic, and it's healing. It makes me feel so good to be able to walk in the sand, to put my feet in the sand. Um, it's been great. It really is. So wherever you are, I'm sure you can find a beach, except if you're inland, but you can find lakes, bodies of water that are really calming and can be peaceful. People here get on the train to go to the beach. They bring their surfboards, they bring a little chair or a blanket. Some of them bring umbrellas to the beach on the train or the bus. It's like a thing, it is a pastime to do this. They don't just drive, pack the car and drive. Not everybody has a car. Not everybody has a car. So they use public transportation or they just walk along the beach. And I find it to be it's great. It's like going to a big park. It's just as simple as that, where it doesn't have to be orchestrated. You don't have to have the prettiest swimsuit. In fact, in fact, on Sunday, we were when we were at the beach, um, minding our own business, and all of a sudden, my daughter says, "Oh, she just took off her top and plunged into the ocean." I said, "Does she have her bottoms off too?" She says, "No, just her top." I said, "Okay." And so I looked over, and there's a friend of hers taking pictures of her, plunging into the water and having her towel there for her. And I'm like, okay, mm, whatever. But you do find women who, just like men, take off their tops, right? Women take off their tops here. It's cool. It's all good. It's all good. I've had a great morning, afternoon, evening speaking to you today. It's really a good thing to be able to journal, reflect. I'm so happy for those who attended Exodus Summit um, this past weekend, which is always uh, a great summit to attend um, and to be part of. It really is. I I'm glad that you did, and I hope that you'll take the action and continue learning how to do what you want to do, whatever that may be. Um, I know that I graduated, and I'm going to say I graduated with honors, and still learn quite a bit through others who are taking action on their journey. And I'm inspired by those who are taking actions and moving forward with their plans to exit the United States and land where they want to land, right? You can still use the lessons also of being at home and learning these things. But it's a beautiful thing when you can come to a place that you've dreamt of coming and learn lessons. My why is to move somewhere different to learn about new places, spaces, um, because I had exhausted the places that I wanted to live in the United States. I've fortunately have been blessed with living in many different places in the United States, and I want to see something different. There are politics, there are governments, there are oppressors in every corner of the globe. But to be able to find a place where you believe suits your sensibilities and is peaceful, because that was a requirement to find a peaceful place, is a beautiful thing, and to make this a base for further travel throughout the world, Europe, Africa, and wherever I can go. And so find out your why and then make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Thank you, Empowered Living 70 Plus. I I'm wondering if you are one of the ladies I met this week. I don't like to say people's names because they may not want me to on the video. But if I met you this past weekend, please this past week, let me know in the chat. I appreciate that. Um, let's see. I am so glad to be here. This was wonderful. Thank you, Kim S. Thank you, Ava. Yeah, for reminding me about Cat. Oh, that's awesome. Well, see, I met Kim S through Marissa, Marissa Price, and she was selling the wonderful mugs with the chairs from the big fight down in it was in Louisiana, right? Remember that? And so I bought a mug from her, and that's how we know one another. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you, Abba, for telling people to come and visit me. I appreciate you. Share. See, I don't even help Montgomery. It was Montgomery. Thank you, Kim S. The big fight at Montgomery. Yes, with the chairs and yeah, it was. I don't promote fighting, but it was it was a statement. It needed to happen. It's your favorite mug. I know, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. It is great. So thank you for that, Kim S. I appreciate you. But it's been good to see you all here. If you if you are interested in joining us again on most Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am here. If I'm not, I try to leave notice, or I'll let you know in advance. But I should be here on this coming Thursday. Um, and look forward to having you back again. Do me a favor and share, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you'll receive notifications when I'm going live or have a new video. I will be putting out a new video this week. I did a pre-retirement video. I'll be talking about some things that I received comments about, and hopefully they'll be helpful to you if you are thinking of pre-retirement. And pre-retirement means you could retire at 30, 40, 50. Not the government's rule of 62, 65, 67, or 70, Um, but giving some tips on what you want to think about before you decide that you're going to do that. Just just some tips, just some things I had thought about along the way. So yeah, yeah, it's been good. Have a great day. I'm going to go out here and create a great day. I'm going to go and get some lunch at a place where I found that I like their acai bowl. You got your little places. Got to have your little spots. I have a one spot that I go to at least once a week for lunch. They have a special of the day. They have a soup of the day, and they have a lemonade of the week. And the lemonade is always different and always on point. They do have wine and other beverages, but I always tend to get the lemonade. It is absolutely great. If you're here in Porto and you want to check out a vinyl, right? A vinyl bar and restaurant, go to Fiasco, right? Go to Fiasco. And if you look it up on Google, it's got a red interior and albums lining the walls. And they play beautiful, beautiful vinyl records. Their playlist is absolutely uh, comforting and mellow. Um, in the afternoon. In the evening, it gets a little crowded, and the music has a little more of an up tempo beat. Some of it's house, some of it's jazz, some of it's popular, and some you might just find some Portuguese music in there, but quite a bit of Brazilian R&B. Yeah, yeah, it's great. Fiasco. Look it up. And if you come, let me know. I'll meet you. I'll meet you at Fiasco. All right. All right. Well, take care. Have a great day. Much love to you. Sending out much love to you, you all. And it's been a great day so far. Take care. Bye bye.